Hello friends, Grand Rising. It's time for a dingo's breakfast on Gumbaynggirr country, or respects to the original custodians. For those of you who don't know what a dingo's breakfast is, it's a big drink of water and a good look around. So I'll just have my water. I miss the sound of the magpies, so I thought I'd come and do a reading outside. Can you hear the magpies? There's a lot of traffic sounds, which is pretty annoying. That's one thing I've been getting lately. I just feel really annoyed with all the cars. And that's the part of me that's empathizing with animals and the earth. It's just too many cars. I feel like Mother Earth is about to put her boots on and do something about it. I don't know what exactly, but there's just too many cars. How are the wallabies supposed to cross the road? How are the chickens supposed to cross the road? And it's hard to breathe. Anyway, we'll throw some I Ching and see what the sage has to say for us. I cleared the question and the decks and the book and everything before I came. Now, there's going to be a little bit reedy this time, but I've only got one book, and it's written in good modern language. It's lost its cover because I've had this book for, I don't know, I remember I had it on September the 11th, 2001. I'd had it for a while already then. I was actually reading this book on September the 11th, 2001, when I woke up in the middle of the night. I'd gone to bed early, and I woke up in the middle of the night on September the 11th, was it 2001? I think it was 2001, when the planes were flying into the Twin Towers. Well, I had a TV, but I never watched it. And I usually would wake up at about 6 or 7, but at the time, when the Twin Towers were flying into when the planes were flying into the towers, I woke up in the middle of the night and just on pure impulse, before even switching the kettle on, I woke up in the middle of the night, walked to the lounge room and switched on the TV just in time to see the planes going into the tower and all the breaking news reports and all like that. And that was just one of those early indicators that there was something extra going on with me. Like I never switched on the TV in the middle of the night, yet somehow the cosmic scream, the collective consciousness woke me up. The event was that big that it woke me up and got me to switch on the TV at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever it was at my time. I don't know why I'm telling you all of that. Because I'm just feeling Mother Earth getting really annoyed with so many cars. It's about the animals not being able to cross the road. So, and the air pollution. Municipal councils really need to put animal crossings over and under the roads at regular intervals. They may get away with holding as many cars for a bit longer if they do some of that, but I can feel Mother Earth is getting ready to put her boots on and do something about it. I don't know what exactly, but there's too many cars. And Mum's getting annoyed. I just know because I am so closely connected to her. There's too many cars. It needs to be more monorails and push bikes and buses and tricycles and just other alternatives that aren't so difficult for animals in the environment. They're just making whole sections of landscape uncrossable for the animals. It's not good. Anyway, the question for today was about... Am I even recording? Yes, I am. Okay, the question today that I cleared with the sage was, what is the priority for the collective? What priorities do we need to focus on? And it's the R.L. Wing book, which I was showing you. I've read the cover off. Oh, that's how I got into September the 11th. I've had this book since before September the 11th. I was reading this book. I consulted this book on, as I was sitting there watching the planes going into the buildings. I can't remember what the book told me at the time, but anyway, that's why the book's missing its cover. It's that old. I've read it that much, but I don't read it much lately, so I thought I'd get it out. I really like the way it's written. We'll do a little bit of reading from it. I've got some cards. Let's go. Priorities for the collective. Dear Sage, and I only want the Sage's input and benevolent sources. Anything that is not benevolent can just rack off. Rack off. Not welcome. This reading is for the highest good of the collective and all concerned, including the non-humans who share our beautiful planet. Oh, I just lost one of the coins. Oh, there it is. Sorry about the long intro. For some reason I needed to say all of that. I'm really annoyed by the cars, and I know it's not just me. I'm like the wallaby you have when you don't have a wallaby. There's too many cars here for the wallabies to cross the road. Okay, so we've got two tails and a head, so that's 247, which is a yang line. Dear Sage, for our collective watching this video, what is the priority, please? Okay, 369, that's 3 heads, which is a moving yang line. And that's 368, that's a yin line. So we've got Ju, which is joy, in the bottom trigram. 369, so there's already a bit of movement happening here. That's a moving yang line. Oh, I love those magpies. They're such clever birds. For those of you who haven't, in other countries, who haven't met magpies, they're amazingly clever birds. I call them clever birds at home. Okay, thank you, Sage. One more for our collective. What do they need to prioritise for their highest good, the highest good of all concerned, including those we share our planet with? Ibis. That's a 247, that's a yang line. So we have hexagram 10, which is conduct, and it changes to, oh good, this is I'm happy to hear some good news. This is it changes to hexagram 42, which is increase, which is what we got last time too. It was the second hexagram last time. I'll just hold it up for you. So you've got 10 with moving line in the 2nd and 4th place, and that changes to hexagram 42. So we'll have a look at the book, shall we? I might just get up and stretch my legs. They're getting a bit let's take this camera with us, right? Have a look at you can look at the tree while I read this. Okay, there's the tree. So this can be it calls it conduct in this book. It says, this can be a brilliant and inspiring time. It can also be a time of danger. Everything depends on the way that you conduct yourself. So that's what you need to prioritize, collective, is your conduct. The best possibility for progress and success comes through your sense of dignity and composure. Is that wiggling too much? I hope that's not wiggling too much. Here, you can have a look at the grass. I'll show you the grass for a minute, just to steady the camera. Disorder and chaos cannot touch you if you behave with propriety and good manners. Pay special attention to your conduct in social affairs. When in doubt, maintain your dignity. You may suddenly come face to face with the necessity of becoming truly discriminating in your choice of acquaintances. Yeah, that came up in the last reading. It's like we talk to these people, we've warned them, and they've got their fingers in their ears and they don't want to know. They dismiss your intuition, your experience, your knowledge, your insight, and they don't want to know, and they are committed to doing unwholesome and unholy things that are unjust. The issue's about to hit the fan for them, so you need to be very discerning and stay away from them at this point. So it says here, you may suddenly come face to face with the necessity of becoming truly discriminating in your choice of acquaintances. The process of societal readjustment is in the air. Some are climbing, some are falling. It's a natural occurrence. No one will be hurt. These cycles of balance and discrimination based on inner worth of the individuals is involved will bring good order and progress to society. I don't think I read that right. I'll try again. These cycles of balance and discrimination based upon the inner worth of the individuals involved will bring order and progress to society. Right, so it's a time for balancing. And I feel that. I feel things have been a bit out of balance. When you are dealing with matters of business, you must conduct yourself with great care and dignity. Persons below you may make a bold approach or perhaps an unexpected advance. Base your reactions upon the inner worth of these people, and your authority will not be challenged. In this way, you can avoid incompetence caused by prejudice or eccentric whims on your part. If you yourself are embarking on ambitious endeavours, you may find success in your pursuits. Stick to traditional behaviour patterns, however, in spite of your daring. So yeah, it's a time to play it safe and, double portions of cautions right now. I just made that up. I like that, double portions of cautions. So where are we up to? The time is truly difficult in personal relationships. Consider now the goals and desires of those close to you. If there are misunderstandings or confusion, maintain your composure. Good fortune comes through conducting yourself with thoughtfulness and courtesy. If you or your loved ones are contemplating a wild, emotional move, whatever the circumstances, it is now ill-advised. By bringing a little dignity into your relationships, you can create an atmosphere for emotional growth and progress. So, it's a time for discrimination, caution, and dignity. Yeah, it's not the time for wild risks right now. It's like, I guess it's that Big Daddy Saturn energy around somewhere. I mean, Big Daddy Saturn's always there. I forgot why astrologically he's important at the moment, but yeah, I can feel it. I can feel things are being looked over with a fine-tooth comb. Energetically. In terms of general attitude, maintain your composure at all costs. Okay, so when it says things like that, collective, I read between the lines now. It says, maintain your composure at all costs. That to me indicates that there is going to be some kind of a challenge to maintaining our composure. So you probably know what flavour that would take on for you. So you're likely to be triggered, possibly. So it's important to maintain your composure because you're under scrutiny from somewhere or on some level. And so are they, whoever they are who's going to trigger you. So maintain your composure at all costs. The way that you conduct yourself now will determine the outcome of any external situation. You can avoid poor health brought upon by stress if you adopt a good-natured outlook. Above all, use this time to develop your own sense of self-worth. Take note of your outstanding character traits and continue to cultivate your inner growth in the direction of these worthier virtues. So yes, it's a time to brighten your bright virtues. So you got the second line, that is, maintain an ambience of modesty and moderation. Do not harbour expectations or demands. Do not get involved with dreams of others or hold overtly ambitious goals. In this way, you will meet with good fortune. Yes. I think it's it's just to pull your head in kind of a time, really. It's not a time for taking risks. It's a time for doing things correctly and just maintaining order. And then it changes, you see. You get the fourth line, so it's like, it says you can now undertake even dangerous endeavours if you proceed with great caution. Because it moves through time. So what I'm getting is that you're going to have to possibly move forward, but you're going to have to double check before you take off whatever you're about to do, and make sure you colour within the lines. You could likely be challenged along the way, and you need to be ready for that. Okay, so yeah, it's not that you don't take risks at all. I apologise for my earlier, what I said earlier. It's that you need to be doubly careful, a double proportion of caution, to do things correctly. Oh, I hope that's not rain that's just starting now. I think it might be. I think it's starting to rain on this reading. All right. Well, the hexagram changes. We'll just look at the tree for a minute. The hexagram changes to number 42, which is increase. And you got increase last time too, which was your second hexagram last time. It's called benefit here. I think I will read this to you, just because you got it twice in a row. Maybe you need to understand how much you're about to be increased a bit better. But it's definitely coming. That's consistent. I guess I'm just getting told here, to maintain your level. That sometimes when things are going well, it's just as dangerous as when things are going badly. Like to maintain your equilibrium. Say, for example, if you were to receive, for instance, an influx of money into your account, now you need to use the same kind of good budgeting and discipline in finances that you had when you didn't have money, now that you do have money. That's the kind of, caution that I'm getting. Just because things are moving forward doesn't mean that you can't be tripped up. You have to learn from these experiences from the past. So I'm guessing some of the The need for caution is because of the increase that's coming to you. To be prepared to receive it, to plan what you're going to do with this increase, how you're not going to fritter it away, but to invest it wisely, whether it be physical, emotional, material, wealth, whatever, spiritual, whatever kind of increase that you are getting that's coming towards you, you need to manage it well. I think that's what this caution is about. You know, watch out for those snakes and foxes we saw in the previous reading. All right, now, I was enjoying moving around, so I'll do it a bit more. It's lots of fun. I don't know what you're seeing on the camera, but it's very relaxing for me to walk around and read. All right. Exceptional energy is being directed into the current situation. Many things will become possible, even very difficult undertakings. It is important to make the best of your use of your time now, as conditions will change. That's right. In the I Ching, nothing is permanent. Everything changes. This too will pass. This time of increase will pass. So you need to make the most of it. If you're a leader, employer, or administrator, or other figure of influence, hang on. I lost the thread there. Let's go back. It is important to make the best use of your time now, as conditions will change. Pursue your goals on a daily basis and remain persevering. Keep in mind that your immediate goals should serve to benefit your entire milieu in order to attain the success implied in this hexagram. The kind of energy available can be utilized only on worthwhile endeavors. Right. So it's right, there's some kind of cosmic caveat on this energy that's coming to you, that you have to use it for worthwhile measures. You have to use it for good. All right. Now, where was I? If you're a leader, employer, administrator, or other figure of influence in the community, it is a very auspicious time to be generous towards your supporters. You may, in fact, be called upon to make a sacrifice from your personal resources to advance the goals of your followers. Such a gesture can now greatly benefit society. Okay, so it's the sort of, it's that classic thing with the I Ching where everything is both ways. Not only are you being benefited, you're expected to benefit others with some of your benefits. You're supposed, pay it forward, let's say. Such a gesture can now greatly benefit society. People will be so moved by your actions that they will be irresistibly compelled to loyalty and unity, thus strengthening the Commonwealth. The Chinese say of this hexagram, to rule is to truly is to serve. All right, now I'm getting sick of holding that book up. All right. So, those engaged in business or political affairs can use this model to benefit their own aims, provided their goals are worthy. The time is ideal for offering especially generous services to others. So give your best customers that discount. Do that introductory consult, whatever. It's a good time for it. It's a time for generosity. It's a time for others to be generous with you and for you to be generous with others. It's a benefit. Everyone's about to benefit from who has been conducting themselves correctly. That's what I get here, right? Those who have been conducting themselves correctly are now receiving their benefits. But there's that continued caution to keep going with the same discipline and caution that got you into this good place in the first place. That just because everything's easing up now, you don't let go of your good conduct. The time is ideal for offering especially generous services to others. This will open the way to greater areas of potential development. Generous actions, too, can enhance social, family, and personal relationships. At this time, it is possible that you are looking within towards the development of your character. Because of the intensity of benevolent forces surrounding you, you are presented with an excellent opportunity for self-improvement. Whether you would like to break old habits, foster new and useful disciplines, there now exists the proper alignment of forces for beneficial results. This is a particularly fortuitous time to discard a self-indulgent attitude. Right? So chin up, pull up your socks, put your boots on. No pouting. No pouting now. Your good times are coming, and it's time to enjoy and share the wealth. To strengthen the commonwealth. I'm sure there's something in that for political pundits. Where are we up to? At this time, it is possible you are looking within towards the development of your character. Because of the intensity of the benevolent forces surrounding you, you are presented with an excellent opportunity for self-improvement. Whether you would like to break old habits or foster new and useful disciplines, there now exists the proper alignment of forces for beneficial results. This is a particularly fortuitous time to discard a self-indulgent attitude. Okay, we just did all of that. Or endeavour in order to gain a certain fundamental goodness, a sound foundation. Alright, it's a time for building sound foundations, a sense of direction and well-being. Okay, so you've come through the storm by the sounds of it. You've been in a time where you've really been under a lot of scrutiny and you've had to come out of it. Eventually you do. And you're still under scrutiny, but things are going well now. All your good works are paying off. And you can start in your new direction with your new foundation. By discarding bad habits, you will find you can accommodate improved and progressive patterns. Self-awareness and self-discipline are the keys to this transformation. Observe the beneficial effects of good in others and emulate these useful traits. So yes, there is a time when copycatting is entirely appropriate. The I Ching says all the time, if you see the good in others, to emulate it. And if you see the bad things that they're doing, to avoid them. You know, not to copy them. So basically to copy good things, good conduct. Not copy people's work per se, but copy their good behaviour. Their good communication skills, whatever it may be. Okay. So because you got this line is with no moving lines, again, that's 2 readings in a row. This is very positive for you. So it's an extended period of time of increase. It's a good, solid increase. Like, it's to tell you twice in a row like that as the second hexagram, that's pretty encouraging. So, in its static form, I'm just going back to reading now. Benefit in its static form suggests the need for heightened sensitivity in regard to the object of your inquiry. The lower trigram chin, movement and growth, is increasing from the benevolent influence of sun, small efforts above. Excuse me. So consistent small efforts are going to work really well. Be prepared to assimilate advice or information about what is needed from you. Okay, maybe that's something to do with not being triggered that we were talking about before. A single gesture will not be enough. The situation will demand your consistent generosity. All right, so this is definitely one of those two-way hexagrams where the universe is being generous to you and expects you to be generous to others, but in the right direction, not just to anyone, to others who are conducting themselves in a good and appropriate, wholesome fashion. This doesn't mean enabling people who are conducting themselves in an unjust way, let's put it that way. You're supposed to, the good is helping you, and you are supposed to help the good with what you've been helped. Like, you're supposed to pay it forward into helping other people, places, situations, whatever, that are doing good. The situation will demand your consistent generosity. By demonstrating your willing commitment on a daily basis, you will eventually meet with success. So this is steady, disciplined progress in the general direction of the good over a period of time that is going to work out for you. Okay, that's good, isn't it? That's what we want to hear. It's just good going forward. So, let's pull a few cards. Stay there, camera. All right. Helpful. Got some medicine cards here. Helpful. We'll just pull a few. Okay. For my collective, dear sage, in this time of conducting oneself with a double portion of caution and consistently receiving generosity and giving generously and heading in the direction of increase, long-term increase here, can you please show us something that is helpful for the collective watching this video, dear sage, for the highest good? Okay, you got wolf. It jumped out. Wolf! That's funny because we were talking about wolves last night, my partner and I. Okay, wolf. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the key word for you. Everyone has their own relationship with animals, I believe. Like, what wolf means to you might be slightly different to what it means to me. Teacher. Wolf is the pathfinder, the forerunner of new ideas who returns to the clan to teach and share medicine. Okay, so, and the wolf is very loyal. Takes one mate for life. Wolf, teacher, pathfinder, moondog of my soul, howling, singing, teaching how to know. I'll skip a few paragraphs. It says, if you have drawn Wolf's card, you may be able to share your personal medicine with others. Your intuitive side may also have an answer or teaching for your personal use at this time. So, I have a collective of teachers, apparently. A collective who have something useful or helpful to teach. You are guides. You are and that's your what to look out for is your snakes. Now in this particular deck, the medicine deck, snakes are all about transformation. About shedding skins. It's not like the negative view of the snake like it is in some decks. But I'm hearing that the transformation for you has already happened. That's just what I'm hearing. So there are still snakes around you who haven't had the transformation yet. They haven't got, their hearts haven't been purified yet. That's how I'm going to interpret it. Watch out for them as around your increase. Watch they don't snake you out of your increase. Strangle you, suffocate you, or poison you. We have the Lovers jumping out here. There's choices to be made. A few more clues. For some of you, that could literally be new love coming in. But it often means the choice between two desirable options as well. Other clues for our collective? Dear Sage? What do they need to know? My collective of teachers who have a choice to make have to conduct themselves with a double portion of caution as they receive this steady increase coming to them. A time for receiving generosity and being generous. Probably with your skills, with your knowledge. You have something to share, collective. You're a teacher of some sort, so maybe you're going to be generous with your time. There's somebody may come into your life who wants to learn from you. Any other clues for my collective about this time? What's going on? Oh, it doesn't want to be seen, this card. Some novice of wands doesn't want to be seen. I get a feeling they're a bit shy, whoever they are. They were upright, so some shy boy who's got a bit of talent is just the vibe I'm getting. They've got a bit of fire inside, but they're a little shy. Maybe you're going to help them come out of their skin. It feels like someone who you're mentoring, potentially. Are you a mentor to a young man or a young masculine energy, shall we say, who's a bit shy? What else is in the picture, dear Sage? Ah, there you are. There you are, sitting at your computer. Yep. 3 wands. That letter's arrived by the looks of it. There was a letter in the last reading. Looks like some letters have come in. She's got some things circled in the newspaper there. Maybe she's about to rent something or apply for a job. I'd say this goes with the increase. You know, now you've got this steady increase coming on, you can get to work. You're going to set off onto some project and steadily work at it. What else is going on? Show us something that's not helpful for my collective near the snake here. Let's put something not helpful at the moment. The Elder of Pentacles. Even though they're in the upright, that's not there next to the snake. So maybe just somebody too materialistic is not the energy you need right now. The old guard, I'm hearing. They may have all the best of intentions, but they're the old guard. I feel like that you're going to teach some new innovative things. You're going to be working with younger people. Anything else? Let's see something helpful for my collective. What's helpful for my collective? The Novice of Swords. I wonder if it's the same person. The novice, like they feel like young in their development mentally. Okay, so I'm just seeing that you've got other people who are looking up to you. Your wolf-like nature. You have an independence. I see, yes, this independence in you, my collective. Other people see this wolf-like nature in you. The young people, that's what I'm getting. Probably these young masculine energies. One is quite mentally talented, and the other one's got that, nice warm fire. And they can see you, and you're setting a good example for them. That's what I feel is going on here. Let's see something else. What else is it? What relates to the increase, dear Sage? Can you show a card connected to the increase that gives a clue about this increase? the novice of chalices. Okay, staying in this energy, this princess of cup type energy, this warm, loving, clear. It's a clean, clear heart. You can remember what it was like to be with the animals in the forest before your heart was broken on a picnic. This is good energy. This playful, loving energy attracts wealth to you. Oh, look, there's 5 magpies over there on the... I don't know if you can see them. There's 5 magpies. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. No, they're going to fly away. All right, I hope you saw the magpies. I love magpies. All right, one more card. Can you give us an advice card for the collective, please, in regards to their conduct and increase? 10 of Swords. Maybe that's why you need caution. That doesn't make much sense to me, except for unless the 10 of Swords has led to all of this. Can you show me something else? That's not very helpful. Why are you giving me the 10 of Swords? The 4 of Wands. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting that when you encountered a group of people that put 10 swords in your back, that led you to walk away, which led you closer to your true partner. All right. Anything else? One more card. One more card of advice. Yeah. 4 Pentacles. You can go shopping now. You can go and stock up. This increase is going to allow you to stock up your pantry. And there's no harm in that, stocking up your pantry. It will save you having to do it over and over and interrupt your work. So there's an increase coming in. You can stock up your pantry and concentrate on your teaching. There's young people who are looking up to you. That's what I really get, is that despite this snake who the snakes in the situation who put 10 swords in your back or whatever, you've gotten through all of this through your good conduct. Now you've become the lone wolf teacher. And whether you realize it or not, there's these young people looking up to you with admiration. So set a good example for them. And be generous with these young spirits. These young souls. They need your generosity and guidance. That's what I'm feeling. Be generous with these young men. I mean, of course, to young women too. It's just that the young men are coming out in the reading, so that might be particular to someone who's watching this, who's got young men looking up to them, whether they realize it or not, modeling themselves on your behavior. So set a good example for them. I'll leave it there, collective. It's not really much to say except that a double portion of caution, because you're coming into a season of abundance, and you need that series of abundance is not going to last forever. It's going to last a good long while, but it's just basically telling you to make the most of it and to invest wisely, and notice that other people are watching you as you do this. Potentially young people are looking up to you and seeing how this clever wolf survived, and they're taking tips off you, whether you notice or not. I know I've said that about 5 times now, that it just keeps coming. You don't realize that they're watching you, but they are. It's probably not even someone you realise because it's a shy boy. Anyway, in terms of love, it's all good in your love department. It's all good in your finances, in your physical space, with your ability to work and move forward. You just need to watch out for these snakes who have not yet been through the transformation of heart that makes them pure. There's people out there who haven't purified their hearts yet, and their intentions towards your increase is not honourable. So that's why you have to be a lone wolf still for a while, and be especially cautious, because they will come and try and disrupt it if they can, but you won't give them the chance. So you're tuned in to the moon there. Your intuition's on full. You'll be right, collective. This is actually a very positive reading. I don't think there's any more to say. You have a wonderful day or evening, as the case may be, and I'll catch you on the next round. Happy days.